So authentic, that bitch plain Jane. So authentic, the rolling real, no diamonds in it. That bitch plain Jane. So authentic, so authentic, so authentic. That bitch plain Jane. So authentic, four fingers on the wrist, you wanna look twice. That's class all day, no eyes, no tick, no cop. You know what it is. Levels to this shit, turn piece, scripted biz. Y'all can keep that glass, keep them replicas. Real roll it on, there's no need for rapping, bruh. Accessories, big boy necessities, staying in my lane. I got this bitch stretch ready. Solid investments, reward myself. I'm from the 6, so you know the burner on the shelf. Yeah, it's stoner, but I gotta protect my neck. Roll it, make them hate, money think I got a check. The rolling real, no diamonds in it. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic, so authentic, so authentic. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic. The rolling real, no diamonds in it. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic, so authentic, so authentic. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic.
Goddamn, you blow when you cut, and it's so authentic. It costs more than that little thing. You got diamonds. When they see me, they be like, damn, which car he's whipping? Just know that when you niggas see me, bitch, I'm plain tripping. Keep that 40 on my waist, so bitch, I'm never slipping. Niggas caught me about 2 years ago, and damn, I killed me. That's another subject, though, but bitch, I'm still filthy. Rich daddy, little niggas asking who bitch daddy is. Solid as a rock, like I was all states. Put it in the cup, bitch, I'm pushing all balls. Take this street shit serious, boy, you niggas all play. I run circles with niggas and bitches all day.
The rolling real, no diamonds in it. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic, so authentic, so authentic. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic. The rolling real, no diamonds in it. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic, so authentic, so authentic. That bitch plain Jane. I'm so authentic.
Casino Red, rolling out that heat.
Shit. Yeah. Make a hater hate again. Envy is a deadly sin. Ain't no friends in this game we play. Walk among the snakes every day. Make a hater hate again. Envy is a deadly sin. Ain't no friends in this game we play. Walk among the snakes every day. Trades in my head on some island shit. Fam nigga though can get on some violent shit. Violent with so the shit. When I'm in MIA, I was MIA in MIA the other day. Just beat my life. Southpaw ain't right. Marijuana my wife. Really earned my stripes. Yeah. Say I ain't a hustler, that's a lie. That's a lie. Could've died a couple times, yeah they tried. Yeah they tried. Same round, turn the dice straight. I mean pussy all day, all the broad ate. Piped it down good, not a broad straight. Made my day, real niggas can't relate. Who wake up to all the down talk? Who? The soldiers keep a pound spot. Good weed, good vibe, good vibe. Fuck a hater, I'm alive, I'm alive. Make a hater hate again. Envy is a deadly sin. Ain't no friends in this game we play. Walk among snakes every day. Make a hater hate again. Yeah. Envy is a deadly sin. Yeah. Ain't no friends in this game we play. Walk among snakes every day. That music we can smoke to. fuck around and poke. Laugh at a joke or tell. I don't give a fuck. No feeling is a feeling me. None you doing healing. No, all that hate killing me. All that hate killing me. Laid back, independent, hustler, yes I really am. Most these dudes really scam. Putting on for Instagram. With a thug type threats from their mama house. Seen better days, stinking up their mama house. Fam made nigga always staying on his own. Yeah, fishes with the voltage. Don't forget I told you. Smoking on that pressure, no pressure. You better tell yourself, say, well, I'ma go get Fam go thriller, extra dealer. Don't know why they hate me. I don't know. All I figure cause they ain't me. Make a hater hate again. Envy is a deadly sin. Ain't no friends in this game we play. No. Walk among snakes every day. Make a hater hate again. Yeah. Envy is a deadly sin. Yeah. Ain't no friends in this game we play. No. Walk among snakes every day. Y'all gotta bear with me. Do apologize, but thank you and welcome. Get my teleprompter. And let's get busy. Oh, let me take my shot. Cheers. All right. I am your host, Nug the Narrator. This is That's My Take podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me, whether you're joining me live or if you're going to watch the playback. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. If you do choose to, the Cashapp is right there. Anything's appreciated, never beg. This is a side hustle. One day we do plan to be monetized. I also need to give a quick disclaimer. My dog, Coach, decides to chew on his bone and chill right beside me every time I start my show. And he's made his way to the sofa. You may hear him in the background. I do apologize about that. Also, in keeping with the holiday theme, what it is, what they call it? Halloween. Yes, Halloween is coming up. So I got a little Halloween shirt on. Future Ghost. If you can see it. Just a little something for the Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Halloween. I mean, I don't have nothing against Halloween. I mean, I got a funny Halloween story for y'all real quick. I don't know how old I was. I don't know what Halloween it was, but this is the 80s, 90s, probably 80s, because I'm not trick-or-treating in the 90s. By the 90s, I'm off the porch, trying to get off the porch, looking off the porch. So this the 80s. You know what? Stop right there. I'm about to kick his ass out. He got to go. Hold on. Coach, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Come on. Go by DJ. Come on. Come on, man. All right. Well, I tried. That didn't work. I apologize. We're just going to keep going because I can't really be bothered, man. But yes, I don't know why every time I decide to do my show, here he come chewing on his bone. It's kind of weird, but true. I did play 2 songs this time because I was actually getting last minute things prepared and situated. But we are the home of the $2 single. If there's any song you hear on this channel, you can hit my email that's in the description and get it directly from me. Home of the $2 singles. As always, this show is brought to you by the fam. Forever about making money, forever amongst made men. That's my dog's bone just dropped off the sofa. I do apologize. Again, this is brought to you by the fam. And that's with 2 M's, forever amongst made men. My socials, that's TikTok, IG, and Twitter. They all are at That's My Take. And that's DATSMYTAKE. And that's across all those socials. That's X, IG, TikTok. I follow back. Hit me up. You got any questions, I'll answer them if I can. No real feedback this week. For the most part, I mean, I'm happy with the fact that I'm consistent, meaning since I started, I haven't got away from doing a show or missed a show. But honestly, I almost missed one tonight. I had a long night last night, we're going to just keep it like that. I also got up, done my workout thing, done my pickleball thing. It is, Sunday evening. The energy ain't the highest because I am a little tired from, long night last night. But at the same time, I'm happy to say we are here. I don't plan on leaving unless I leave this earth. Something else happened where I can't do the podcast. What I was getting at is I'm proud of myself for keeping the consistency. And with that, let's get into the show. All right, up first, I cannot stress the fact of this first topic and take. The Verzuz, the No Limit versus Cash Money Records Verzuz. I'm going to set my teleprompter down because I understand I'm going to be on this one for a couple of minutes, just keeping it real. I watched the entire show. Honestly, I watched the pre-show and the show. So when I give my take, it's going to be from top to bottom. Literally, I'm actually going to take my time with this take because it did not turn out exactly how I thought it would. And I'm also not a slow person. I'm hearing the people saying what they're saying after the show. And again, if you watch my show last, I'm a Cash Money fan. I got not ties, but indirect ties. Well, maybe I didn't share that story. I don't know if I shared this story on my podcast, but I kind of feel I understand how people do interviews and say the same thing. I really do. If I didn't share the story, here it is. If I did share the story, I'm a pothead genius and I apologize. It's not intentional, but late 90s, I was probably home from college. So this is probably 98, 97. I would have to look at the release date for 400 Degrees to actually pinpoint the time. But as fate so had it, a friend of a friend knew Juvenile's brother and Juvenile, and I believe he was also security for Cash Money at the time. But anyway, this guy knew my brother and my family and people, and I'm gonna keep the story short because I feel like it's something that if I don't tell it, and then I give my take on the Cash Money No Limit versus, you wouldn't get why I lean the way I lean. But anyway, getting back to the story. Long story short, I met Juve. We was not the best of friends. I was closer to his brother Corey than Juve, but Juve was cool with me. I'm not gonna act like, and I'm talking about when I met him. I'm not gonna talk about when I ran across him again later in Montgomery at a show or something. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm talking about when I met him. I was in New Orleans, and again, for this time period, it had to be the Christmas break or Thanksgiving break or the summertime because I was in Montgomery from 96 to '02 at Huntington College. So if you take 96 to '02 and you tell me when 400 degrees dropped, I can tell you when or kind of where in time I was when what I'm about to tell you happened with Juve. So me meeting Juve, we hung out a few times. Again, I was closer to his brother Corey than Juve. What up, Corey? I haven't spoken with any of them in years. This is not a cloud chasing video. This is me telling my truth real quick. So if you heard this already, and again, I apologize if I told this story. I don't feel like I told this story on my channel. I really don't. But if I did, I'm sorry. I don't go back and listen to every show. I might go back and listen to a show that I think was good so I could kind of get some pointers. But after I do a show, it's like logged in digital Dewey Decimal System for me. So to me, I can go see it whenever. Now that YouTube is a place where obviously you don't have to pay to log your info, it's just there. So with that being said, getting back to the story because I don't want to dwell on it. But long story short, hung out with Juve in the NOLA. We ended up at a pool hall, and this is not even in New Orleans. This was in Jefferson Parish, which, if you're familiar with the city, Jefferson Parish is, a parish right next to Orleans Parish. We don't have counties, we have parishes. But long story short, we had a pool hall, and we drinking, we playing pool, we chilling, and I don't know how the freestyle thing came about, but we was actually outside the pool hall, gathered around some folks. I don't know how many. I know my cousin was there. So if Juve there, I'm there, my cousin there, Corey there, Travian there. That's at least 5 people. Then when I tell you about, and I don't know the dude name, I don't remember. I just know he was representing No Limit. I definitely remember he was either No Limit or trying to go No Limit or a No Limit fan. So if that's at least 6 people, let's add 2 more just for, entourage. So we got about 8, 9 people outside. So we start doing what we do as rappers, a cypher kickoff. Now, obviously, I rap at the time. I probably was maybe 3 years in the rap. I'm 30 years in now, so that's a 27-year difference. At this time, everybody know of Juvie in the city because Juvie is Juvie. Juvenile, honestly, before I even met Juvenile was always a rapper that I looked to in terms of mentorship. And it was all indirect. Again, I have no direct relationship with dude. I just had a chance hip hop encounter that I want to share with y'all before I get into my verses take. But long story short, we ended up freestyling, the 3 of us, myself, Juvenile, and again, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't remember dude. I don't remember his name. All I remember is he had some type of No Limit connection. So long story short, and I know I've been saying long story short a few times, but I really want to get this story off because maybe one day my son won't look back at this story because this is a true story. This is not no bullshit. I don't have scrapbooks and shit like that. I got YouTube. So with that being said, we rapping. And listen, we going rounds. Like this ain't just I spit one, he spit one. the other dude spit one, we done. Let's go drink some beers. Nah, we spit. So again, obviously, I partake in marijuana. I don't know exactly how many rounds we spit, but I do know I was holding my own. I held my own. I do know I walked away from that cipher side like, damn. I also know Juvie was spitting verses from what was soon to be 400 Degrees, a classic hip hop album. I'm not putting a correlation with me holding my own with a great classic rapper saying I'm this or that. All I'm saying is I validated myself that day. And again, I don't look for validation in others. I'm very hard on myself. I'm so hard on myself, in fact, that I put myself in depressed states based on how hard I am on myself. And I've been working on that. And at the same time, that's just my plight. Everybody got their own plight. Put that out. Get into the meat and potatoes of the show. So the reason I explained to y'all about that chance encounter, because again, it wasn't like it was a one-off. I done hung with Juvie before that cipher, and I think we hung a few more times before they left to go on tour. And I believe that was the Rough Rider tour. And again, I could be totally wrong. I don't listen. I'm a historian by degree, but I'm not good with dates. All this shit run together to me. Until I'm rich and I could literally not do shit for hours, maybe I'll count time more. But with that being said, I don't know the time period, the slicing, but what I just told y'all really happened. And as an MC, as a rapper, as a hip hop artist, that was my second best hip hop encounter. And you'll say, damn, what makes it your second best? Well, here's why. Then I'm going to get into the verses. The reason why that is my second best hip hop encounter, because my brother, he's passed now, but my brother took me to the Louisiana Superdome. And I believe it was the Eazy-E tribute concert or some bullshit, but Tupac was there. I never forget it. I have on a hockey jersey. I'll never forget it. There had women all around screaming for Pac, falling out. We didn't have the best seats, but we didn't have cheap seats. But I watched Tupac live. That will always be my very first hip hop moment. Just being honest. Best hip hop moment. Followed by freestyling with Juvie. Probably followed by opening up for whoever we opened up for on Bourbon Street that year. I believe it was Lil Flip. Because that was a great show. We had a great time. I mean, that was a damn good show. I don't remember everybody who was there, but I know I smoked with Devin the Dude on the balcony. I'm not trying to get on here and have all these stories. That's not why I came here. I came here to honestly do what it is I'm gonna do: sports, music, and entertainment. But sometimes, like how my dog just jumped on my lap, sometimes we go off script. And I mean, this is my show. I'm gonna keep a good script. I'm gonna keep it, in the lines. But we may go off script sometime in tangents, and dogs will jump on our laps. But we're cool with that. Just looking in, I do have the game on. Speaking of sports, music, and entertainment, and I am gonna get back to the verses. But we are looking at the Packers, which I do have some family ties to the Packers. I need to actually watch the fourth quarter because I do want to see if Cuz gets some playing time. Sorrell, number 99, he's a rookie. This is rookie season. Green Bay Packers play with Texas out of New Orleans, and that's Cuz. And hey, if y'all could watch and root for him, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Every little bit counts. But no, stop, coach. Stop. My take on the verses is all over the place. So, I mean, most of this show might just be me talking about the Cash Money No Limit verses. I mean, I might need to change the title. I might do, but let's start with the host. And a lot of y'all didn't see who hosted. And I don't know the little young dude name, but the old dude is Ebro. I don't have nothing against Ebro. All I'm gonna say is I feel like just like where it was, this should have been more southern. Like to me, and I'm just talking about the pre-show, the interviews, and I know it was complex, and I know they East Coast, and I know they corporate, but the NO vibe should have been more there. Like we should have got a NO host to be the host. And Complex, I ain't got nothing against y'all. And I know Ebro connected with Complex and it's all corporate. And again, I ain't got nothing against dude, all the young dudes, but I just feel like they could have hosted some New York shit and it would have been all good. Like this was some southern shit. Like New Orleans is not on the East Coast. New Orleans is not on the West Coast. And listen, I'm smarter than the average bear. So you're not about to tell me Vegas was picked just because it's a neutral site. Atlanta could have been a neutral site. Vegas was picked because of that Comic-Con thing that they had, and they basically done a show for some corporate people and a couple folks who happened to be in Vegas at that time. Because not too many people flew out to go to that shit. Sorry for the cussing, but I'm just saying. It was done on site at a Comic-Con, which is a national convention. Complex used it and Verzuz used it as marketing, and I get it. I wouldn't have thought it would have been cool to do it in New Orleans, no. But Atlanta, I think that's where it probably should have been done at. Just me. So just on the pre-show, I thought the pre-show, I give it like a 4. It wasn't southern enough, bro. Like, and then I'm not a hater, but to me, it was too kind of like commercialized, like, and I know it had to be because everybody getting money, everybody getting paid. I know they had big sponsors dealing with this shit. I get that. It can't just be gutter. I get that, but it was kind of corporate. In terms of the show running time, I felt like it was short. I felt like it could have been doubled, and that could have been 2 hours because they only was actually on stage and doing music and shit. I believe an hour. I believe the running time was an hour. Mm-hmm. That was too short, and they left a lot on the table. Not saying that the song lineup wasn't good, but they left a lot on the table. A lot of songs on each side could have switched the tide. And speaking of switching the tide, of course, Turk wasn't there. Lil Wayne wasn't there. That probably could have made for a better my cousins, my bad. Let me stop this from raining. There we go. If Wayne was there, obviously I would have made for a better cash money turnout in terms of the victory. Obviously, it would have made the landslide that I predicted happen. Get it. Totally get that. I know on the No Limit side, the little chick Mercedes, which other than her album cover, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never listened to her music, and I'm from the NO. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm 47 years old, Mercedes. Other than that album cover, baby, I ain't never really. I couldn't tell you one thing you spit in my whole life. I'd be lying. So, I mean, I'm just shit. I'm just a real, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a star. I'm just a regular old, HN, regular old HN. That's just me. But obviously, let's look at some highlights. Juvie. And again, some people might feel like I'm dick riding, and I get it because I'm saying a lot what I'm about to say. Juvie could have whooped No Limit by itself. It could have been Juvie versus No Limit, and he still would have won because he left a lot of songs on the table, a lot that he could have played and killed it. And I'm also mention this. They kind of marketed it like this is for the culture, this is for hip hop, but I'm gonna keep it real. That was for corporate America. The crowd in itself, everybody like the crowd wasn't feeling it. The crowd wasn't from New Orleans in 1990. The ATs wasn't there. The uncles wasn't there. Let's keep it real. This was a commercial event by corporate America disguised as a hip hop nostalgic moment. And that's my take on the overall versus Cash Money versus No Limit. That's my overall take. Now I want to get into a couple of inner takes or what have you. And obviously I gotta talk about Baby. I have to. But before we do that, let's talk about No Limit side. And again, I'm not trying to come across as political, or I'm not trying to come across as a hater. I'm gonna come across as my true feelings. I still feel like Silk can't find the beat, man. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't know, man. I don't know. It worked for him. I'm not a hater. I ain't got nothing against him, but he don't never be on beat to me. Just to me, my ears. Maybe my ears messed up. As for Master P, obviously he's the colonel of the mother tank. Obviously. But the colonel could have cut his earpiece down or his hearing aid down because the colonel was loud. The colonel was a little too loud. Mike was hot. Like, for real. I mean, other than that, Chop obviously did a good job. Mia X, I cannot say enough about Mama Mia. To me, and again, I don't give MVP votes. I don't even have an MVP vote. But if I had a vote, it will be close. But I honestly would have to give it to Mia X. As hard as that for me to say right now, as much as Juvie done his thing, as much as Juvie stood out like Juvie always stand out, and I saw a lot of people hating that he had on the backpack. Dog, the man wanted to wear a backpack. Don't, like, everybody hate on everything now. Like, I could see him hating on me. Now, this man, all he want to do is wear glasses every show. All he want to do is talk ignorant. You know, like, bro, people need to wake up, bro. The man wore a backpack because he wanted to wear a backpack. Like, let's not make this like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. To me, that wasn't nothing. I think they kept the songs pretty good on both sides, but again, they left a lot of songs on the table, both sides. Like, both sides. And I understand C Murder wasn't there for No Limit. I understand Mystical wasn't there for No Limit. But they could have had, to me, the lineup, I don't want to say safe. The lineup was like, and I'm going to just use the word, corporate. Like, let's just do y'all biggest hits and get up out of there. It shouldn't take long. Y'all done the assignment. Y'all on stage together. Like, for real. Like, I did like it, but I didn't love it. Elephant in the Room, B32, Baby Bubba, Beatrice, Birdman, Stunner. I don't know if he was inebriated. I think he was. But I'm going to tell y'all, I've been watching Baby from afar for a long time. I actually consider him one of my indirect mentors. Like, Baby, like, that man wanted to get off right there and pop his shit. How you not gonna let him when he done what he done? And I mean, I'm sitting here as a person that's keeping it real with you. I know Baby not the most lyrical person, but his executive talent, his eye for talent, his belief in himself and how he made himself what he is today is something that, to me, speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, bro. And I hear all the stories. He kissed the little boy. He stole the money. Bro, Baby is Baby. And when I say that, I mean that, bro. Like, that man, listen. And I don't want this to be story time. I really don't. But I got one more story. Chance encounter on some chance shit. I'm at a dentist on Chef. Again, I don't know what year this is. This might be 90s. Whenever Baby got his platinum grill the first time, because here's the story. I'm in the dentist. I thought I was in the dentist with my cousin Lee. He's saying he wasn't in the dentist with me. I'm in the dentist with somebody, and I wasn't getting goals. I never got goals permanents in my mouth. So I'm on chef at a dentist's office, sitting in the little waiting room, what I thought was my cousin Lee. So I don't know if I made up this person. I might be sitting there by myself. Why in the hell I'm in the dentist and I ain't getting goals? I'm in there with somebody I know that's getting goals or something with some dentist shit. And it wasn't me. Who walks out the back room? Bro, I don't want nobody to steal my idea, but if I ever make money, I want to make an animated series about some of the shit I've seen in my life, and this is one of them. When I tell you, baby, and this wasn't Lil Baby, this was Big Baby with the wife beat on. Walked out there and his mouth looked like, his mouth to me looked like it was like this size, and all I saw was silver, and it wasn't silver. That's when I learned about platinum. I seen him. I mean, I don't know if everything was huge because he just got out of the little surgery or whatever, but the man had diamonds and platinum in his mouth and a big ass set of car keys on the ring. Walked out the back and walked out. And if I ain't see that, y'all can put me on a lie detector right now. If I ain't see that, my dog right now could pass away, and I love this dog more than humans. That's a true story. I don't know who I was in the dentist with because I smoke a lot. I've done a lot of trippets, hallucinogenics. I don't know, but I saw baby walking out of the dentist's office on Chef Mentor Highway in New Orleans, out the back room, and I was in the waiting room, and this motherfucking teeth was just blinging. I don't listen. I can't make this up. That's a true story. With that being said, again, I'm a huge Cash Money fan. Do I feel like Cash Money lost? I don't think they won. So if not thinking somebody won mean they lost, or if I can't say it was a draw because that'll be political, or me just, straddling the fence. If they lost, it was because Snoop came and Snoop really was there. People saying they lost. I'm not going to just say they lost, but it could have been better if Wayne and Turkey was there. If Turk was there, it would have been, I think, in Wayne, it would have been the Foreman of Voltron. They didn't have the Foreman of Voltron. And Manny go stay on crowd control because Manny is a master of ceremony as well as a DJ, as well as a producer, as well as an artist, as well as a comedian. He's very talented. Another person that I look at as a mentor, like very funny, talented dude. Very, very. And musically inclined like I'm not. I do play an instrument, but the drums to me is an instrument, but as a rapper, the only thing that it comes with that helps me is beat per minute, BPMs. Like I could hear a beat and write to that, rhythmic pattern, whether it's fast or slow, with ease because of the drum background, the paradiddles, the twos, the fives, hitting them sevens, the flamadiddles, paradiddles and flamadiddles. If you know about drums, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people think I just be BSing about when I say stuff, but nah, I ain't got a 6 head just because it's a 6 head. Like this big forehead ain't just huge just because it's huge. I got a little brain in there, and it ain't all done up with the escapades and debauchery that I've done in my life. But maybe it'll catch up with me, and I have Alzheimer's by 63. Who knows? But don't cry for me. I done lived the life, so once I die, it is what it is, the ending. Don't cry for me. In closing, I'm looking at the score. Pittsburgh's up 16-14. This is a good game. I do plan to actually watch the fourth quarter, so I do got topics to talk about, but I may be out of here in the next 6 to 10 minutes. I don't know how long I've been on. I do apologize. It's just been one of those days, one of those shows. I got a brat dog, obviously. I got a brat dog, and this is him like 99% of the time. Stop, bro. All right, in closing, what didn't I hit from stop? What didn't stop? What didn't I hit from the actual verses that I wanted to hit? I believe that's it. I think I hit everything. I was entertained. If the point was for me to be entertained, I was entertained. I think it was a moment, and I think it was a moment before Baby done what he done. At the end, in terms of popping his stuff off, because Baby said he was the first with this stunt. He was the first with these face tattoos. Speaking of face tattoos, a lot of people don't know. I definitely want a face tattoo, but I definitely won't get a face tattoo until I'm definitely rich enough to afford the fact that I have a face tattoo and people, you know what I'm saying, could just go fuck themselves for my face tattoo. Sorry for cussing. I'm done with the cussing. I think that's 6. My limit was 4. I went over 2. I mean, the next show to be 4 cuss words minimum. Not trying to be that guy, but I'm saying sometimes I gotta pop mine too. But no more cussing. Let's get into some topics. And look, this is a freestyle show. My teleprompter right here. I did like other than this day in history and I can't make this up. I'm freestyling. I got all my stuff right here in this 6 head. I do want to talk about a couple topics. P. Diddy, I think we found out that his release date is 2028 if he don't get commuted by the Don. The Don is thinking about commuting his sentence. Thank you, Lord, he's leaving. Thank you, Jesus. All right, now I could get into the show like I want because my dog, he's a handful. But no, the Don is thinking about commuting Puff Daddy's sentence. Other than that, he's got a release date of 2028. Green Bay, no, Pittsburgh just kicked the field goal. It's 19-14 now. 5 minutes left in the third. Diddy is basically at the mercy of the Don. The Don said he'd think about it. He ain't said he was gonna do it. So I'll keep you up on that. My take is I know they go back for years, like 90s, early 2000s. I also know that Puffy went political and pro-black for a while. That probably is the reason he didn't get his stuff overturned or commuted quicker. I know he was, kind of switching it up on the Don, but he was messing with the Don early. Whether y'all had different political views or he wasn't political, y'all was hitting them women, man. Nobody crazy. Nobody crazy, man. You and the Don cool, man. Nothing wrong with that. But he kind of upset with you because you went kind of, on the other side and you was trying to get, pro-black when he was, over there with MAGA, whatever the hell it is. But my take is he gonna let him do the Don. When I say the Don, I'm talking about the Trumpster. I don't like calling his name on YouTube. I call him the Don because he's the Don. You're a felon and you're the president, you're the Don. I don't care. I don't care what you say. Who y'all, whatever. He the Don. Not just because his name Donald, but he the Don because I got 30-something felonies and I'm still running America's free world. The Don. I think the Don gonna let him sweat a little while and eventually do it. If not, to get some headlines, probably to take the attention away from something else, like the Epstein files, which I feel like they doing with all this big NBA arrest. These folks know what everybody's doing. All right, everything's out in the public. Like if you already know allegedly what somebody done and you the feds, you probably been watching them for years and you know what's going on, and it's your choice if you decide to take them down. Let's keep it real. But I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm just a mild-mannered real estate agent by day, a psychopath, narcissistic, narrating podcaster by night. I'm nothing more. Oh, yeah, and a rapper out of retirement. That's all I am. /comedian, /father, slash thespian. I could keep slashing, but since it's Halloween, we gonna stop it right there. Moving on. And some wild, not really wild. Let me get my teleprompter because I was trying to stunt and freestyle it, but I got it pulled up. In a while, in another hip hop story, um, that I got pulled up, and that's my dog snoring. He's either gonna be in my lap or he's gonna be snoring. It just don't. I don't know, man. Please, y'all bear with me. That's all I can say. Where was it? It was one of oh yeah, the Playboy Cardi story. That was the other story. Rapper Playboy Cardi smacks girlfriend and then the limo driver. Bodyguard takes responsibility with martial arts move. I don't know what type of drugs they was on that night, but come on, man. Y'all got a lot going on. Let's get into the story real quick. Playboy Cardi admitted to punching Utah limo driver after vehicle dispute during tour stop. Playboy Cardi received a citation for assault after allegedly punching a limousine driver during his recent Utah tour stop. According to a Westcott, look, bro, I'm not even about that like I know what that is. Washash County Police report. The Atlanta rapper, whose real name is we don't care, was traveling from Park City to Utah County for a rehearsal ahead of his October 3rd Delta Center performance when the incident occurred on October 2nd. The 29-year-old artist, who recently made Billboard history with all 30 tracks from his album Music, debuting on the Hot 100 chart, now faces legal consequences for the altercation. According to the police report, the limousine driver picked up Carter and his entourage from a Park City hotel to transport them to Utah Valley University in Orem for rehearsal. The driver told deputies that Carter and his girlfriend were smoking marijuana in the vehicle and engaged in an argument that escalated to the point where he felt uncomfortable. The driver stated the fight was escalating to the point he was uncomfortable and wanted to de-escalate and separate them. The client had two SUVs for service and a security guard was in one of them. The driver stated that he contacted him and informed him he wanted them in different cars, the police report states. When the driver stopped the vehicle to separate the couple, Carter's girlfriend became upset. Everyone exited both vehicles and the driver said Carter got upset and hit the girlfriend. Though he didn't witness the actual strike, but noticed she was hunched over, holding her chest. The driver then began to target the Carter's aggression. I turned my head for just a brief minute off to the right side, and this explosive hits me in the face, punches me in the blank face, the driver said. That's a suit. That's some money. That's probably $300,000 he just punched. I hope he got two punches in, because that's some money. I'm not gonna read all this, but the reason I thought this story was crazy is because look, bro, I get it. We all have bad days. Honestly, out of 7 days out the week, I might have 3 of them. That's bad. That's just me. I'm cool with that. But bro, you can't be hitting girls. I know it's your old lady, but you can't hit them, bro. As soon as you hit the limo driver, like I say, that's $300K. I hope you hit him twice, bro. That's settle out of court money. They know you got it, you. So I don't know what type of day it was, but it's probably a $500,000 bad day for you, bro. And I know you might be like, well, I ain't no money, but still, who wants to lose all these dollars after they make them? I just want to feel how it feels to just have so much money that I can just lose it punching a limo driver and not worry about nothing. That's the life I want. In closing, grab my teleprompter thing. I guess it's a stylus. I call it a teleprompter thing. In closing, sometimes your rap persona gets you in trouble or gets you, I guess, in situations. You gotta have restraint. Restraint. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about the story to give a full take, except you can't hit women, and if you hit a limo driver, no, you just paid $300K for hitting said limo driver. That's just my take on that. For real, for real. Moving on. Let's get into some sports. Um, World Series has started. I watched the Dodgers. My Dodgers lose a terrible game Friday night against um, the Blue Jays. I would literally have to pull it up, which I got everything in front of me to see what's going on with it in terms. I know that next day they had a game, so let's just catch up a little bit. Okay, Dodgers tied the series 5-1. So as much as I want to talk about that Friday's massacre, I'm also want to talk about this game two tying 5-1. Let's go Dodgers victory. 5-1. That looks good to me, and they tied up. Hey, listen, the World Series, baseball, basketball, things that have, I guess you could say tennis too, things that have, I guess, not just a start and then you finish victory, but you got to have I won this much out of this many games victory. They hit different, bro. I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not about to sit up here and say I am, but I was playing cards Friday, losing, and the game was on. And I mean, I'm watching it, even though the Dodgers getting whooped. I'm watching baseball. So with that being said, I will keep y'all updated on this World Series. We all tied 1-1 in this World Series. And yeah, I would, like I said, I would keep y'all updated. Moving on. It's the end of the third quarter. I did say I'll get out of here by the fourth quarter, so let's wrap this poo-poo up. I wanted to say the S word, but I used all 6 of my cuss words. It is 19-14 at the end of the third quarter. Since we all back to NFL, let's look at what happened today. And we do have a game tomorrow. But let's look at the scores from around the league today. In a surprising fashion, and again, when I call out these scores, I'll make it a point to make it as entertaining and as professional as possible when I'm running my scores. So don't think I'm just out here just doing anything. Everything's calculated, even the calculator. The Dolphins, in surprising fashion, whooped the Falcons at home, 34-10. In another surprise game, and I'm gonna tell you, if you did not watch this game today, do yourself a favor. There's this thing on YouTube that's called game highlights. All you gotta do is put in the game, is go sum up the whole game in 14 minutes like you watched the whole game. I'm telling you, this is one of them that you should watch. The Jets Bengals was a instant classic regular season game. The Jets and old boy Fields came back to win 39-38. And they was down by like 13 in the fourth quarter and down most of the game and not playing great until the end. This was a good game. The Browns, and I'm happy they lose to the Patriots, 32-13. You might ask why I'm happy. Well, let me tell you. There's a guy with a last name of, I don't know, Sanders, that the Saints should have had. We didn't get him. We went with Shuck. Tyler. Shuck. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry. That means I'm going to just do 3 cuss words next show, I promise. If I don't do any. I'm just upset. Because Rattler was benched. Let me stop because my camera's shaking. Rattler was benched for this guy, and this guy looks like he didn't look well. And yes, we lost. I'll get to that score here in a second. The Browns again lose to the Patriots, 32-13. The Eagles handle the Giants. And speaking of this game, horrific injury, Scatterboo If you're not familiar, he's the running back out of Arizona State, rookie. Like a little stocky white boy. Got him a little swag, got him a little chain. One of them type. Had a horrific ankle injury. And me, myself, I do not like to look at stuff like that. But I was watching the game and I saw it. And I mean, I know stuff happens. I play pickleball. Any second I could, mess my legs up. That's why I'm in the gym tomorrow, leg day anyway. But I'm just trying to let you know that I know injuries can happen. I just don't want to see them. I don't want to look at them, especially when they bad. I watched that one. I watched the Joe Theismann. I was young, and that one, if you ain't watched Lawrence Taylor sacking Joe Theismann and breaking his leg, that should be something else you should see in real time on YouTube. Like, for real. Just keeping it real. The Bills slaughtered the Panthers 40-9. In a surprise fashion, the Ravens, without Lamar, beat Shoddy Balboa's Bears 30-16. The Texans, surprising fashion again. Glad I didn't bet the NFL today. I did lose another parlay by one game, though, yesterday in college, gambling with LSU. I didn't even gamble with them to, win. I gambled with them to, not get slaughtered. Tiger got slaughtered. One game, though. I don't want to tell y'all what the money could have been if the other 8 games would have held. Well, sorry, that one game would have held while the other 8 games held. Because, yes, it was a 9-game parlay that I lost by one team. This will be the third 3 parlays this season I lost by one. I had a 5, a 7, and a 9 that I all lost by one game. I'm not whining. I don't need no wine. If you got wine, I do like Pinot Noir. That's my thing. I don't do the Cabernet or the Chablis or the Chandons or the Rosés. I might do a rosé every now and then, but I'm a Pinot Noir guy. And again, I'm not whining. I'm just saying that shit hurts when you do a parlay and you lose after you done pick this winner, that winner, this winner, that winner. But that last one. Bucks beat my Saints 23-3. We suck. We are trash. You might see me with a trash bag, brown paper bag over my head. My hat is to the back. Come on, man. I ain't got time for the Saints. Cowboys got slaughtered by the Broncos. I saw this one coming. I don't want to say nothing. 44-24. Slaughtered by the Broncos. And wrapping this up, we have the Colts. They beat the Titans. I might have said this already. The Chargers beat the Vikings on Thursday. And tomorrow night, the Chiefs host the Washington Commanders. Other than me kind of talking about how trash the Saints are, I think that's it for the NFL segment. And the fourth quarter has started. So, again, I'm going to keep on moving. And we're going to move into college. On the college side, we definitely had some doozies. I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm not happy about losing that Texas A&M LSU game and losing my money. I'm not. It not only went over, it went so over that the next game could have changed. LSU lost 49-25, and I hope Brian Kelly is about bought out and out of here. And maybe Coach O or Nick or Lane or anybody else besides Kelly, fake accent self, could come on in here and help my LSU Tigers reclaim the culture, reclaim the dominance of college SEC football. But number 2, Indiana slaughtered UCLA 56-6. Number 4, Bama came back and beat South Carolina 29-22. Look out for Bama. Oregon beats Wisconsin 21-7. They're ranked 6th. Number 7 ranks Georgia Tech beats Syracuse 41-16. Ole Miss ranked 8th. Actually went and got a win against Oklahoma. They were ranked 13 at the time. It was a high-scoring game, 34-26. Definitely should have went to over there if you had it. Miami slaughtered, number 9 Miami slaughtered Stanford 42-7. Vandy beats Missouri 17-10. BYU beats Iowa State 41-27. Texas Tech slaughters Oklahoma State, and they're ranked 14. That was a 42-0 victory. Shut them out, goose egg. Tennessee beats Kentucky handsomely, 56-34. Virginia, 16th ranked Virginia, edges out North Carolina and Bill Belichick in overtime. I can't make this up. Memphis beats South Florida. Louisville beats Boston College. Cincy beats Baylor. Texas in overtime. Arch Manning beats Mississippi State. Big win. Might be a decisive win for him. Illinois loses to Washington, which would be an upset if Illinois is ranked 23 and Washington is not ranked on here. And this is ESPN where I'm getting these scores and rankings from. Houston actually upset number 24 Arizona State, alma mater of Scatterboo. That's a big upset. And closing out the scores, Michigan, ranked 25th, took out Michigan State 31-20. Moving on. We're down to our last 3 segments. We're going to start with this day in history. Then we're going to follow it by I can't make this stuff up. And then we're going to end with a Sunday editorial, our Sunday editorial, followed by our music selection. And again, we are the home of the $2 Tuesdays. Sorry, $2 singles. We are the home of the $2 singles. And you can get those not only on Tuesday, but you can get those on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today, or tomorrow. Just hit me up, $2 singles. We are the home of the $2 singles. On this day in history, when I found this one, it jumped out to me. I tell y'all what. If this right here does not give you not only a cause to pause, but I want you to think, and again, some of y'all probably weren't even born at this time, but the ones that were, and who was probably in their midlife like me, or if not midlife, early life, because I guess 20 is not mid. Because in 2001, what am I? 21-ish? Yeah, 21, 22. But no, in 2001, our great government, the United States of America, passed the USA Patriot Act into law. For anybody who's been under a rock or who's just ignorant or who don't really care about knowledge or knowing things, the Patriot Act has changed your life, my son's life, and my future grandkids' life, if I even all around to see such a thing, because that'll be wild. I never thought I'd even have a child. I'm honestly still a kid in my own mind, just in a grown person body, faking like I'm liking all this bull stuff, just to be real. But it's 2025, almost 2026, so it's going to be 25 years of your government basically doing whatever they want to spy on you and using it to say it's for crime and terrorism. Because right now, if they want, they could jump into this feed, shut me down. I'm not worth anything. I don't have any following back in social media presence, imprints. So they probably not even caring about me. But because of this act that was passed on this day, meaning 9/11 happened a month and some change before this, they ain't take no time to get this bill in place. Law in place, because it's not a bill, it's a law. It's a bill when it's trying to become a law. I remember a little bit of my poli sci. Trying to learn another poli sci. Women, if you feel me. You know what I'm saying? Why can't three of us be the odd couple? I don't know. But now, cameras, not only for traffic, but cameras everywhere. You are now on camera at least 40 times a day if you go out of your house and travel within a 5-mile radius. Yep, on average. That's documented. And that's not just ring cameras. That's the traffic cameras that you're not paying attention to when you're at the red light. That's the traffic camera you're not paying attention to while you're on the interstate. That's any surveillance that they want to use and justify it with terrorism. Now, this is not that type of segment where I want to go off on a tangent and be political, so I will digress. But I also will say I am maybe 35% conspiracy theorist type person, and 9/11 may or may not have been an inside job, and I may or may not stop right there. And in the segment, moving on. This next segment, the segment I like to call, I can't make this stuff up because I can't use the S word with 4 syllables without thinking, will I be banned, shadow banned, or non-monetized based upon my vernacular? So I digress again. That'll be my second digression in this podcast. But yes, I can't make this stuff up. And again, I definitely, listen, when I tell you, I, of all people, rather not have to give you this, I can't make this stuff up. But it is Halloween season. Right now, my plan is to be on Bourbon Street on Halloween, which is a Friday. If the stars line up, I'll be down there. I do have some other business down there I gotta attend to. So most likely I'll be in the city. And it probably will be a pop in, pop out. But some of my best memories was actually Halloween on Bourbon, just to be real. And I don't want to get into the story of what happened because I mean, whatever, man. Adults do adult things on streets and public all the time. I'll do that. But no, I had a great time that Halloween. Not living to relive my moments. I want to be a new moment. But I like Halloween in New Orleans, in my city. Like, I don't know. You seeing grown folks not in their right mind in great costumes. I'm there. To me, that's a gangster party. Where's the favors? I'm just saying. Everybody different. But no, when I went to look up, I can't make this stuff up. I did see a lot of stories, but I said, you know what? In keeping with Halloween, even though I'll be going on that Thursday before Halloween, let's get into the top 10 things American people fear. Because it's Halloween. And that's what I felt like doing. So here we go. And again, this is all from the New York Post. And I'm guessing they done a survey because we have some percentages here. But these are the top 10 fears of Americans. Number 1, and I'm not surprised, corrupt government officials, 69.1%. You don't say. The The people that supposed to represent us are really possibly corrupt. That's a surprise. People I love becoming seriously ill at 58.9%. I can understand that fear. No one wants to lose a loved one. I've lost a lot of people close to me, and I've never been the same. I never will be the same. That was a moment of silence for those people. Number 3, economic or financial collapse, and that's 58.4%. Listen, I get that fear, but I mean, I've been in survival mode my whole life. I don't really think that should be top 10. Just my opinion. 4, cyber terrorism, 55.9%. Number 5, people I love dying and U.S. becoming involved in another world war. That's like 2 separate things, but they got them in the same category at 55%. Number 6, pollution of drinking water, 54.3%. Number 7, Russia using nuclear weapons, 53.7%. Number 8, pollution of oceans, rivers, and lakes, 53.5%. I'm guessing 6 and 8 are cousins because pollution of drinking water and pollution of oceans, they're both water, but okay, I get it. So water is a source of life, growth. Okay. Number 9, here's one that's a segue to a segue. Government tracking of personal data, i.e., 2001's USA Patriot Act, 52.7%. And it said 10, but I don't see a 10th one. So if anybody want to share a comment or what you think should go into the top 10, because again, it says 10, but it's only 9 here. I'll actually show y'all because this is weird. If y'all can see, it's only 9 of them, but it says top 10. Pretty weird. Anyway, it did what it was supposed to do for this segment. But yes, on that 10th fear, if it's any fear that you think should go there, drop me a comment, shoot me an email. We'll talk about it before the next show if we really do get feedback on said topic. Moving on. This next segment starting to actually become one of my favorite as I put my teleprompter / tablet and stylus down. It's the Sunday editorial. Actually, it's a good segue from the I can't make this stuff up stuff. The editorial for Sunday today is one that's been hitting home lately. Let's just get right into it. How should one handle a loss? Now, obviously, politically, we're going to say with grace and dignity and honor. And I wish I had those feelings when it's time to actually accept that I've lost. But over these 47 years, I've come to realize that Nug the narrator is not a good loser. I'm not good at losing. I mean, probably not a great winner because I might, dig in a little bit, but I'm definitely not a good loser. Never have been, never will be. But I bring this question up because I honestly have been, I don't want to say forced, but I honestly have been to a situation in my mind where I had to actually say, damn, dude, you got to start taking your losses better. I'm going to sit up here and tell everybody right now, like, I might not be the most stablest, mentalist person. I might not be. Hey, I ain't even know, Like my relationship was really, really over until it was like 60 days later. I really think I had like a manic episode or something because she left and she dumped me, but I'm still thinking she coming back. Shit, she coming back after I didn't even want her back. And I'm like, you know, let her go. It's a loss. Chunk it up. But again, I don't handle losses well. So as the loss actually got up on me in reality, like, bro, you lost another, 3 year or less relationship. You might be the problem, bro. You might be the drama, like Cardi B said. Might be. Who knows? But getting back to it, I think we all should understand in life there will be losses. And I don't live in a dream world. I do live in reality, but in my reality, I don't see me losing a lot. So I try to avoid such things. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's self-inflicting. But I think as cliche as it sounds, yes, there's a lesson in every loss. It might not be the clearest of lessons that you want to see or you understand, but I think that what I'm trying to get at and what I'm trying to say is if you're learning from a loss and what you're learning is not getting you to a better place in time, I don't think the lesson from that loss was validated. And I'm going to close the Sunday editorial out by also saying that you can lose and still win. I'm proof. You can lose and still win. I am proof. Always believe in yourself. You might not be as connected as me with this universal thinking and universal laws and grounding and staying connected with the universe because I feel like the human body and earth are the same but different. So the same complexities that the earth deals with, I feel like the body deals with. Because if you think about there's famine in earth, if you're dehydrated in your body, and that's just one example, and I don't want to go off on a tangent because again, I'm closing this segment out, about to get into the music selection and watch the end of this fourth quarter. But I do want to say that on the other side of a loss, you can feel a little better than you felt while you was in this so-called win. And I'm not here to bash nobody, but I think sometimes, and I can't speak for everybody else, but sometimes if you don't let your whole self out, and I'm not saying you conforming or you not being your true self, but when you not allowing your true being to be out, I think that could cause you to become not, I don't want to use the word depressed because that's the word I want to use, but I think what I'm trying to get at is if you're not being exactly who you are, that's taken away from who you are. And that's the lesson that I've learned recently. Like I feel good in terms of excuse me, in terms of like my mental, like just the other night. I know if y'all paid attention, I told y'all I had a long night, but just the other night, it's 2 something in the morning. I'm, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up with a female. Like, that's my natural personality. I'm not saying I'm a womanizer, but I like to be in the company of beautiful women. If I had it my way, that's what I'd be doing. Like right now, if I had it my way, I wouldn't mind like 2 or 3 little females over here right now. If I had it my way. But that's the thing about losing. And this is what I want to close with. When you're a brat, when you're a mama's boy, when you're the baby boy, when you're an artist, the losses hit different, and it's just something that I don't know. Like, and I done took losses on death. I done took losses on people who I thought was cool with me that turned out to be Judases. I done took losses on gambling. Obviously, I gamble. I done took losses on relationships. Obviously, I just told y'all that. And I mean, the lesson is I gotta learn to take my losses better. That's the lesson I get out of it. And I know some people might be like, well, work on yourself, treat people better, don't be so hard on people. Yeah, we get all that. We hear all that. But to me, of all this lesson loss stuff, I gotta learn to handle them better. Because if I handle them better, my mind state better. Real talk. I think it's been a good show. Please share, like, subscribe. As always, I thank y'all for spending a little time with me. We go find us a good song to get up out of here as Coach sleeps forever. Let's see what we feel like playing. Sure, why not? Again, y'all have a good one. We check back with y'all Thursday. Thank y'all for coming.
Believe in God, do he believe in me?
Another narrator out.
Misery.
Misery. Misery.
Been here before, standing on death's door. Bullets all directions, I could have been no more. What's in store for the soul of a sinner? Help to a hater, so say a beginner. Confess my sins from beginning to the end. I sold dope to family, fiends, and friends. Let them all down, so only trap and rap. When you a hustler with no hustle, it's simply that. Matter of fact, pockets got fatter. Stayed on deck, my plug was the batter. Believe in God, but do he believe in me? Lost my brother, lost my mother. Misery, misery, misery. 20 years in the game, think they missing me? Misery, misery. Goodbye to the game, I can feel a bitch kissing me. Misery, misery. 20 years in the game, you think they missing me? Misery, misery. Goodbye to the game, I can feel that bitch kissing me. Yeah, yeah. I can feel that bitch kissing me. No 401k in the streets. To you, I'm just a nigga on the beat. Like I ain't have to hustle just to eat. Didn't want my brother's shoes on my feet. All the party people hate when I get deep. All the people of the struggle really feel me. Stay rolling up something in the leaf. Smell the aroma soon as we meet. I ain't friendly, nah, ain't shit sweet. Don't fuck with minds of me, to be brief. Believe in God, do he believe in me? Lost my brother, lost my mother. Misery, misery, misery. 20 years in the game, you think they missing me? Misery, misery. Goodbye to the game, I can feel that bitch kissing me. Misery, misery. 20 years in the game, you think they missing me? Misery, misery. Goodbye to the game, I can feel that bitch kissing me. I can feel that bitch kissing me.